What's going on? Garrett here with a quick tutorial on one of my favorite techniques when it comes to wedding portraits. A composite image, at least that's what I call it. I don't know, there's probably other names out there for it, but pretty much it's when you combine two different exposures in Photoshop to create one frame that would otherwise be pretty impossible to do. Right here we have a couple that is well lit. The background is exposed the way I want it, and then this is what it would look like without that light. So yes, I could definitely bring up the exposure, but then the background is a little brighter than I want it to be. So this is the background exposure I want, and this is the exposure on the couple that I want. So in order to achieve this without, having the light way back over here, I have to bring the light in frame. So here's what I like to do. I will make sure that I edit this photo exactly how I want it. All the settings are right there. So I have to just imagine it without this big light and my assistant, who happened to be the groom's brother, in the way. So yeah, this is the exposure I want. This is the background frame without the light and the assistant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take both of these into Photoshop. And once they're in there, we're going to hit Command A to select all, or Control A on Windows, I think. I don't know. We're going to cut this. So we're going to take the entire image. Come on, computer, catch up here. All right, we're going to paste it on top of the other frame. Great. Next thing you want to do is select both of the layers here. I'm going to go to Edit, Auto Align Layers, keep it at Auto, hit OK, and this will pretty much layer these right on top of each other as best as it can. Practically the best way to do this while you're shooting is using a tripod so that you have absolutely no movement. I did not have a tripod, so I just kind of stayed fairly still. It'll do a good enough job at that for you. So you can see here the background is pretty much in place. All I now have to do is mask out the assistant. So I'm going to bring the bottom layer up to the top. And you can do this either way. So you can mask out the couple and brighten it, or you can mask out the assistant and darken it. And actually for this one, what I think I'm going to do is mask out the couple. So I'm going to create a mask down here on the top layer. Create that mask. I'm going to set my opacity on my brush tool to 100%. Flow we'll keep around 25%. I'm going to make this a little bigger and mask this out. So here we go. We have the bride and groom well exposed, happy, loving life, getting married, all that fun stuff. And now you can see down here we have an issue. The light from my assistant was hitting the ground as well. Very, very easy thing to fix. So what we'll do is, I'm going to back this out a little bit. I'm going to bring my opacity down to about 8%, 7-8%, something very, very small. And I'm just going to lightly brush this black color on. You see how the mask is white. Anything that's black will show through. So I'm going to just lightly brush all around this, and as I go you can see it kind of start to soften up and blend that light together so it looks a little bit more natural and not like they're just like floating there with this halo around them. So we're just doing all the way around. Sorry for all the clicking. But that looks a lot better. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So all we're going to do now is hit save. It'll save up here. You'll see the percentage as it goes. And if you're like me working in Lightroom, when you hit save, all you have to do, I'm waiting for it to save. There we go. Photoshop's going to say it couldn't export the clipboard, of course. And here we have it. All you got to do in Lightroom, unless you don't even care, is just kind of crop this in. Make sure those white edges don't show. My computer's running really slow right now. I think it's because I'm recording my screen, but there we go. Voila. And that is how you go from this and this to this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you want some more tips like these. Let me know down in the comments what I can help you with. Peace out. I hope that this is recording me. I didn't even check if I was in frame.